Welcome, welcome, welcome. I want to thank you all for coming back here this Tuesday. I am Kimberly Clemens, your host of Chats and Chuckles. This is the day that the Lord has made, and y'all know that I am rejoicing in this beautiful day. Thank you so much for being here. And as I say every single week, I want to thank, first of all, our icon, RJ Watkins, for giving me this opportunity. And I want to thank my good friend Darwin, because I would not be here had he not told me to check it out. So thank you so much. But today, of course, we have an amazing, and I really, truly mean another amazing, beautiful guest. I am going to not prolong this hour. I am ready to introduce to you my beautiful, my wonderful good friend, Miss Geneva McLeod. Hey, Geneva.
Hey, Kimberly. How are you?
I am great. So, y'all, I'm being nice because I'm on TV, but this Gigi. This is my Gigi right here. So we're going to call her. Her name is Geneva McLeod, but we call her Gigi because we absolutely love our Gigi. Ain't that right?
That's right.
So my good friend and I, we met a little while ago. We'll get into that in a little bit, but I want to ask you the magic question. Who are you, Gigi?
Gigi is a child of God. Gigi, my grandfather called me Gigi, and I didn't really understand what Gigi was until here recently in the last few years, and I just feel like he knew that God lived inside of me. So that G-I-G-I is God inside.
Come on, Gigi. You know what? And that is so profound because really God does live on the inside of us, right? Mm-hmm. And I will tell you that you really do live by the principles that you say. You really do. And I appreciate that God allowed us to come together to cross the path.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nothing but God, right?
Mm-hmm, that's it.
So, man.
So I'm a child of God, and I am a public health educator, mother, caregiver, and just a person who cares for everybody.
You know what? And you got to have God on the inside of you to be all of that and to do all of that, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I want to say I'm so grateful. We met, Gigi, when we were on the book tour.
Yes.
What was the book tour?
The Wealth Circle.
The Wealth Circle. And we had a ball.
We absolutely did. Yes. And we connected like that instantly.
Mm-hmm. We were roommates, not once,
right,
but twice. I don't know if you guys have ever been on a book tour, but I would tell you we had a ball.
Yes, we did.
We had a ball. Where did we go?
We were in we started off in New Orleans.
Yeah.
During the BET the Essence Awards.
The Essence festival.
So we were there and just checking out that area of Louisiana, and we were hot.
Yes, it was mighty hot
really
there.
Hot there, July.
I like the fact that you had never gone to the Essence Festival,
right?
And I was able to get us where we needed to be.
Yes,
all navigating and having a good time. But that tour really did. It showed us, who we are.
Yes, it did.
It got us into some places and spaces where we're still doing those things today.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
So New Orleans and then New York.
Atlanta. Yeah.
Man, we getting or is it me?
We had
I'm getting forgetful. So it was Atlanta. Yes. Atlanta.
Yes, hot Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
But it was raining. We got caught with the rain during that time.
We did, but we were some running sisters.
Yes, we were.
Because we had to be in places and spaces. Being on a book tour is not for the faint at heart.
Yes, absolutely not. Yeah.
You got to be ready, dressed. Mm-hmm. You got to be ready for interviews, poised, know what you're talking about, and on time. Remember the flights and trying to get
to
to
the studio. Yes.
Changing it. Well, that was me. Had to change in the lobby, hurry up and get on. We had a good
Yeah, but you
time.
did a good job. Mhm. You
Yeah,
came
I
right
did.
in like a professional and took
Come
out.
on, and
Mhm.
let's hit it, right?
Yes, you
Yeah,
did.
I think that was a great experience
Hmm.
because the did you ever see yourself doing a collaboration?
Never.
Yeah, me either.
Mm-mm.
I don't think I had known anyone that had done that, and to have that opportunity to do that book with a bunch of beautiful women,
Yes, yes.
we had a really good time with that book project.
Yeah, and still stay in contact with some of the ladies from the tour, and it's good. It was a good thing. It was a really good thing, I believe, and just kind of taught some growth in it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I felt like I
yeah.
did have some growth with that tour.
Yeah, women of all ages
Hmm.
who are doing some phenomenal things today.
Yes.
I know Precious, I still stay in contact with.
Hmm.
Zadonia, I watch her doing her thing.
Yeah, she building.
Yeah, just
Yes.
women all over,
Yes,
really.
yes. And what's I can't even think of the names anymore. It's so many. It's been so long, and I haven't looked at the book, but I see the women on Facebook.
Yeah,
So yeah.
yeah, women are doing some
Hmm.
amazing things. So, after the book tour, where did you land after that?
Ooh, where did I land after that? I continued. I'm a health coach as well, so I got back into my health coaching, and I've just been. I can't even remember. So much has been going on since then. I've gone back to coaching, like I said, and working with the children. And teaching different schools and the kids about nutrition programs, and I had a program that's called Bright Bites, and that's
Okay.
because the foods that I like for everyone to eat, the children to understand, is the brighter the food, the healthier it is for you. Like, so we work with a lot of different foods that would be different, and things that they can make at home after school that would be healthy and nutritious for them. So that
And,
was
and what's the name of that program?
Bright Bites.
Bright
Bites,
Bites.
yeah.
Okay, so you took that program into the schools?
Yes.
Okay,
Hmm.
how did that go?
It goes well. The kids enjoy it, and they are adventurous. They'll try different things, whereas adults, we won't. You're like, no, I don't like that. The kids, they will try it, and if they don't like it, oh well, but they will give it a try. But adults are hard.
Okay, so give me an example, like something that the kids that had never tried before that you introduced to them.
I believe like the avocado toast is one.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's just toasted whole grain bread with the avocado spread it, topped with like some with a little olive oil, um, strawberries, and it's a little seasoning. And sometimes we switch it off, and we do honey because it gives it a little fresh, a little sweetness for them. So, and they come back for seconds.
Wow. Now I'm sitting over here like, yep, that would be me. Like, nah, I'll pass on the avocado toast. But I guess that is something that I should try.
Yeah, it's good and it's healthy. It's nutritious, so it's good.
Okay. Now, what age group do you work with?
So it's two different age groups. So we do like the 5 to 9 or 10, and then we can do like 10 to 13, 14. Yeah,
Okay.
so pretty much middle school, elementary and middle school students.
Oh, that's cool
Yeah.
because I got the girls group, so I'm gonna have to have you over to do a cooking session
Oh
with the young ladies. You came and volunteered and did some things when I
yeah,
had an event
yeah,
over
in the gardens.
yeah, over
Yeah.
at Garden View.
Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's something that I was gonna reach out to you too, because I'm working with some funding, and the Girls Factory is someone as a group that I wanted to connect with and do some things too. So
Look at that,
yeah.
y'all. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So now, how did you get started with health?
Well, back in 2013, someone asked me why, it's like, you are pretty smart, but you've never gotten a degree. So I was like, well, no, I went to school so many times and couldn't decide, or had to leave school, start school, stop. So one evening, I was like, okay, I think that'd be something that I really want to do. I want to go back to school. And I just heard a word from God, and He said nutrition. And I ran with it. I was working in corporate America and didn't have any knowledge of science, health science. So I was a
Okay.
baby, and I'm like, okay, but I'm willing to take this chance and understand it. And I learned the science of being healthy and what it took to maintain health, not only just with food, but physically, intellectually, emotionally, spiritually, and socially, you need all of that. So I learned all of that as well as part of my studying health and wellness, along with my pastor, Robert E. Garner, Dr. Robert E. Garner of Word of Truth Church. He's a advocate of health. I mean, of education. So listening to him and just his advocacy, it led me to go back to school as well.
Wow, that's amazing. So now, at what stage of your life were you thinking about going back?
I was like 46, I believe. That's, yeah,
Wow.
like 10 years ago.
Wow, Gigi.
Yeah.
So you, I mean, never had any schooling in that background, but you was like, okay, I'm about to do this.
Yes, I just picked it up, and it was so fascinating, and just how the body works, and like when you're in school, high school, and you're learning about how to dissect frogs and all of that. You like, ooh, I don't want to touch it and all this.
Right.
But it's not bad. I mean, health science is good, and I wish I had known it, a lot sooner. But it's all in God's time, and when He wants you to take the stand on that.
So when you got started, did you have any more setbacks as you had before, or was this time the right time?
Actually, I went full fledged and got my undergrad in about less than 2 years, because I had a lot of credits from going back and forth to school. Mm-hmm. And then I said, okay, well, I think I need to keep going. So then I got my graduate degree in public health. And it's been just ongoing ever since. And
Wow.
yeah.
And where did you decide to go?
I studied online because I
Okay.
was working full time, and so Purdue Global University.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. And doing online, you have to be dedicated.
Yes.
You have to be very disciplined.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be, somebody that's really focused
Mm-hmm.
in your education and your time.
Yes.
Your studies and all of
Yes.
that. Wow, that is really cool.
Yeah, because you do more, like you say, writing than anything online. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of writing, and yeah, and my son was my super support and encouraging. Yeah.
Also, you had your family that
Yeah,
was
very supportive. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
So now, once you got your degree,
Mhm.
did you stay in corporate America?
After no, right before I got my graduate degree, I left corporate America after 16 years working for AT&T as a service matter expert in customer service.
Okay.
So, like I said, it was apples and oranges. It was just totally different going from that structure. And I didn't follow and stay aligned with God's plan. To me, I didn't think I was saying, I was kind of navigating here and there, trying to just really understand where I would fit in. So, but I met a ton of people that were instrumental in helping me to learn. And up until like maybe this year, it's only April this year that I felt like I was totally in line with what God had for me in purpose and provision.
So now when you talk about getting out of God's plan, like what did that look like for you? Was it because you held on to a job, or was it that you got your degree and you really didn't, utilize it? Like, tell us what that means.
It was really because there's so many people in the field, and you're meeting different people, they're doing different things. And when, excuse me, when you meet and tell people what you do, then they'll say, oh, you should do this. Oh, so-and-so is doing that. And it kind of confuses you in saying, okay, well, maybe I should be doing this. Maybe I should go into this market. Maybe I should. But that wasn't what God was aligning me to do. So I'm just kind of scattered and going all over the place. But it was an experience. And I take it that God was actually helping me to see my strengths, my
Okay.
weaknesses, opportunities, and my threats. And until I could understand those things, they call it like SWOT analysis. Until I could understand those things, I wasn't ready. So I had to learn those things throughout these past 10 years to really be solid in what God
Where you
had me to do, and understanding how I'm supposed to go with this. And I learned, just like I say, I would say in the last 6 or 7 months, that to be a servant and to be helping others through what he's taught, what he's given me the wisdom of. So health and nutrition, excuse me, is to be shared with the community. It's not about me. It's totally about the community and giving back and sharing the knowledge and the wisdom. And when you do that, you can't go wrong.
That's, I was sitting here thinking that everything that you're saying, like, that's who you are. That's exactly who you are. I appreciate that you do. You are a servant. You share the information that you have learned, the experiences that you have. You share that. And I not only watched you share it with other people, but you shared it with me.
Yeah.
Like immediately when I first met you, even to just the other day, like you just talking. Yeah, this lady literally just talking and literally bought me a juicer, like talking about something that could help me in my life. And then it shows up on my doorstep. And I appreciate that because when you're not exposed or you don't know something, and then when you get somebody in your life that not only share the information but share their gifts, share their resources, share all of that, like there's nothing that I just feel so empowered, especially with my health.
Yes.
And what I'm going through now. I think the audience knows that I'm a survivor and thriver from ovarian cancer, and to be going through another round of chemo and going through another round of all of this, meds, and trying to see what work and listening to, all of that stuff. And then you get a Gigi in your life and Gigi is like, hey, this is something that you can try that I know will help. And then I'm going to try it, Gigi, because I have nothing to lose.
That's right.
I have nothing to lose, right? So I appreciate you, not just talking to talk, but you literally are walking, what your experiences and all of that good stuff.
Thank you.
So now I know that you say that you're a caregiver.
Yes.
Caregiver for, the community, caregiver for your family, but literally a caregiver for your parents.
Yes. Both parents. Yeah. And this year, 2025 was extremely challenging for me because both my parents took ill and came home from the hospital and were bedridden. And it just was a whole new experience, but God said He got you, just don't faint, right?
Yeah.
So,
I remember when we met and you were talking about how being on that book tour, it allowed you a great opportunity, but you had to rely on God because you were taking care of your parents.
Yes.
And it was, I got to do this, but how am I going to, maintain? And God provided.
Yes, He did. So our family, we come together and we make it happen. So, we work together. And it's like, say, my mother has dementia. She's a breast cancer survivor. She's had multiple strokes. But she's holding on. My sister says she takes a licking and keep on ticking. So
That means she is tough.
yes, she is. Yes, and then my dad, he suffered from a stroke, and it took away a lot of his independence. And but we're working on it. We're still working on it, trying to help him to gain that independence because he loves to cook. So he wants to get back in that kitchen. And he shared some recipes with my sister and I, some of his famous sweet potato pie.
Oh.
Yeah, he taught us how to make pound cakes. And that's something you think you would have learned as a child, but we weren't in the kitchen like that. But since he had his stroke, and he's like, you all need to learn these things. So, yeah, we made our first sweet potato pies about 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And pound cakes, yeah.
That's amazing. That's extra special. Because, you got some people that don't pass them recipes down, right?
Yeah.
But look at Dad. He wants y'all to have them skills.
Yeah, yes, he does. Yeah.
That's good. So how are they doing, though?
They're doing well. They look good. My mother, her blood pressure is the thing that we have to really focus on, and that's the thing that I studied most, the pathophysiology of hypertension and how to control it. So her pressure goes up and down, and but by juicing, beet juice has been a lifesaver. I think that is helping to keep that blood pressure intact, because when we aren't juicing, it elevates. So I'm trying to just, we're trying to stay on a regimen of with that beet juice to help her along the way.
I think that's so amazing that God allowed you to get all of this education, and then here your parents need what you have.
Right, for a time of this, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Ain't that something?
Like I say, it wasn't about me. It was about me being, like you say, gaining the knowledge and the wisdom to be able to help others, and especially my parents at this time.
What a blessing.
Yes.
What a blessing.
Yes, absolutely.
So now your siblings, y'all stick together, y'all are, in it together, but they're relying on your education.
Yeah, and then they're pretty versed in some things too, and then we go back and forth, and with what I might think and what they may suggest, but when I first moved in with my parents, they weren't, it was like 5 years ago, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm only gonna be there like a year, but it's turned into like it's 5 years now. And of course, when you move in, the ideal is to help them gain more strength and more independence, but of course they're getting older, so it goes up and down, so but I'm okay with it being there. Like, as long as God tell me this is where he needs me to be, this is where I got to be. And like you said, when we were on a tour, I think the last one, the last city we toured, I came back home and my mother had a problem and had to go directly into the hospital. And it's like I said, God allowed me to go on the tour, do everything we had to do. When I got back, landed the very next day, my mother had a issue, and we had to get her to the hospital. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, I know that all of the education that you've received, and you're using the education, so many people are being helped. Now, are you just doing the schools, caregiving at home? What else are you doing, with that education?
Well, last year, as a matter of fact, I connected with the Cody Rouge Community Action Alliance and received some funding, and we worked with the community, the seniors, with teaching them healthy ways to thrive, and especially those who had high blood pressure. We did lunch and learns, and we did cooking demonstrations. We had Cooking with Q was on the show, was a guest, and she really uplifted the ladies with her testimony and the reason why she's vegan. So we experienced vegan, actually 4 different types of lifestyle diets, which include the DASH diet, the Mediterranean diet, the Mind diet, and vegan diet.
That is amazing. Y'all hear that? Gigi even go and work with the seniors, the children and the seniors. How important is that? All right, y'all, we're going to take a short break. We will be right back. Go back and fill that coffee and that tea and come right back.
Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ooh.
Have you ever wanted your own TV show? Have you dreamed of showcasing your talent for the world to see? Well, now you can. Have your own TV show. You can have your own 30-minute show. Not only will you be seen in the Detroit area, but you can be viewed worldwide. For more information, call 313-868-6612. Visit our studios and receive a free TV interview to promote your business, church, or organization by appointment only.
Hey, I'm the new girl at WHPR, Kimberly Clemens, the host of Chats and Chuckles. Tune in on Tuesdays, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Chats and Chuckles. I am here to bring life to the chatter that matters.
Are you ready to step into the most unforgettable hour of your life? Good, cause you are getting ready to experience the captivating, inspirational, timeless Dr. Claudine Jackson.
Join us this season for unforgettable guests, unforgettable stories, and unforgettable moments. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this
Dr. Claudine Jackson.
Claudine Jackson thought she had it all until she was faced with the challenges of raising an autistic child. Inspired by autism is her brutally honest journey filled with heartbreak and triumph. Get your copy and find the support you deserve today by visiting www.claudinejackson.tv.
All media platforms are engaged.
Copy.
Get ready to launch your show or product.
Periscope ready. We're 5x5 ready to launch. Copy that.
Trend worldwide across all major platforms.
Ignition. 3, 2, 1.
The world is waiting. Watkins Broadcasting. More than just TV.
You're who I wanna eat with. Wake up and go to sleep with. My forever love, my all in all, my summer love, my winter, spring, and fall. My love. You're my forever.
Watch Ruth and Boaz, now streaming on Netflix.
And I love you, boy. I do.
Justice for Mario Willis. Truth. Facts. Evidence. Matter. Log into justiceformariowillis.com. Read for yourself.
If you enjoyed the music, the talk, and the vibe right here on WHPR, we need your support. Help us keep independent radio alive by sending a Cash App donation of whatever you can to $WHPR TV Radio. Every dollar makes a difference. That's $WHPR TV Radio. Support the station that supports you.
I'm Wayne County Treasurer Eric Sabri. If you're behind on your property taxes, we have programs to help. You don't have to lose your house, and you don't have to pay all at once. This summer, our mobile unit will be visiting Wayne County communities to help make it easier to start a payment plan and keep your property. Go online or call to find the plan that's right for you and where you can get help from our mobile unit. The last thing I want is for anyone to lose their property to foreclosure. Make your payments every month and keep your property.
313watkins.com. Streaming on Roku.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much. You have been enjoying my guest, I know, because I have. This is Geneva McLeod, and we've been talking nothing but health. And right before our last break, we were talking about how you went into Cody Ridge.
Yeah.
And you were helping the seniors.
Yes.
That really warms my heart because with my program, I partner the young ladies with the seniors, and I know that they have a wealth of knowledge. But when you work with the seniors, do you ever find that sometimes that the seniors, they feel like, okay, there's nothing more that you can do, or I've been eating this way for so long, there's no need for me to change? Do you ever find that they don't want to change?
No, especially the ones who come to the events that we host, they are all in and they are doing everything that they can to stay healthy, and they do the exercises. They don't back down, and they try. Like I say, they've been doing it for years. I guess in the Cody Rouge community. I'm so that I went to Cody High School, so I feel like I'm supposed to be there for sure. I'm supposed to help the community thrive, and the CEO of Cody Rouge Community Action Alliance, her mother, Miss Peoples, I've been knowing that family since I was in second grade. Wow. And I believe her mother, Miss Peoples, is part of the reason that I kind of came out of my shell in a way, because we did a gong show when I was in second grade, and I participated in the gong show.
Really?
And
You remember the second grade gong show?
The gong show. So I believe I just reconnected with that family, and just, the Cody community is just where I was supposed to be again. And like I said, because Miss People, she held the community and the kids. She kept us all just pushing to be, our best. So I really appreciate her.
That's amazing. And that is a great alliance that they have over there. Great community, great people from the youth to the seniors.
Yes.
That are there.
Yes.
Now, your program that you have for healthy living, are you looking to take that and expand that beyond the schools?
Yes. And like I said, it's not just the schools. I've even hosted, my very first event was hosted at Word of Truth Church, and that was in 2020, February 2020. It was like a couple of weeks before pandemic.
Okay.
Yeah, so we were doing so good. We had a nice group, a team, and we were anticipating like keeping it going, but it didn't. But we that first initiative. I was working with the Heart Association, American Heart Association, and we hosted that event at the church, and it was amazing.
I think that's another great avenue, the church. So many people are in church, and that's a great place to meet the people that are looking to keep their health up.
Yeah, so we got the church, and again, different nonprofits, even domestic abuse, those that are from domestic abuse nonprofit organizations. We want to make sure that they are eating right too, So I touch on, and that's what public health is to me. Public health is where you are in a whole lot of different fields, because public health is everything from infrastructure to environment, all sorts of things is where public health is. And so I touch on a little bit of all of it. I try to, stay connected because it's necessary.
Yeah. So now that you found your niche.
Yep, that's what it was. I had to find my niche. Niche. Yeah.
Okay. And you're comfortable where you are.
Yes.
And no one can pull you in all these different directions.
Nope, not anymore. Like say, I have high blood pressure, controlled high blood pressure. When I started my journey, I was on 2 pills. I was about 50, 60 pounds overweight. And throughout my studying, I learned I learned how to take care of myself while I was in school, and learning the different programs, how to track food, how much exercise you need, types of exercises that went against people with high blood pressure. A lot of people don't know if you have high blood pressure, you should not be lifting overhead because it affects the heart. And a lot of gym instructors they don't really teach you that, because unless you come to them and specifically say, hey, I got this problem, make sure that I'm staying focused on the correct exercise regimen and not doing anything that's going to actually hurt me when I'm trying to help myself.
Wow, that's good. So even if I have a trainer, if I'm educated, I can educate my trainer.
Pretty much, yeah.
Got it.
Because their focus is to get you in shape.
Yeah.
But you got to specifically let them know, what's going on with you. That's why they have you sometimes do like a readiness survey that you take to your doctor, get that release. And all of those things are necessary, because you can't just jump in there and start doing any kind of exercise.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Man, that's good to know. That's really good to know.
Yeah, so you people out here, you listening, make sure you are not doing any heavy overhead lifting. Just use your hand weights and things like that, and that'll get you where you need to be. It'll get your muscles back up and gain that muscle mass that we lose as we get older.
So blood pressure can be controlled outside of medication?
Absolutely. I believe it. Yes, absolutely. Like I say, I went from 2 medications to 1, and then the dosage dropped as well based on my lifestyle changes. But and I don't take my medicine every day because I check my blood pressure, and as long as I'm eating right and exercising, I'm good. But there are signs and symptoms. It's a silent killer, is what it's called, high blood pressure. But
especially
you can see,
for women.
Yes. But if you find that you're totally just full of anxiety, you may even see swelling in your hands, that's an indicator. Headaches. Check your blood pressure regularly when you're having those sort of symptoms. Headaches, anxiety, swelling, not being hydrated enough. Those are really key things to look at when you have high blood pressure.
And that's so important that we don't wait till you get to the doctor to check those things. You could check those things by those compression heart monitor things, or the
blood pressure cups.
Buy those things for yourself at home. And what I might be doing may not be something that you should be doing, but we should be monitoring our health.
Absolutely.
Even at home, and reporting it.
And that's part of what we did with the older adult, that's what we call them, seniors, but older adult, seasoned people. We actually gave out blood pressure cuffs because I don't see that happening a lot when you go to different initiatives and different programs and workshops. And I thought that was important. If we're going to teach about blood pressure, then we need to make sure that everyone has a blood pressure cuff to take home with them. So that was a big thing I really wanted to happen, and we made that happen.
I bet that made a huge difference.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Right. And so we do health assessment and with the attendees, and afterwards I stay in touch with them and try to find out where they are they progressing, what can I do to help you to continue on your journey to wellness.
Now, is there a group of people that you want to work with that you haven't worked with yet?
I want to work more with like the city of Detroit in some aspect, something where we can really bring this thing and because I'm looking, there's like different initiatives like with Healthy People 2030. It's to reduce blood pressure, to reduce the many cases of blood pressure. And the only way we can do this is if we actually come together as a whole. And like I even want to hit men's health. I want to take make sure men are because people our age are not surviving.
Yeah.
We're losing a lot of people our age, but there's a way that we can kind of try to help them and bring them and make sure that they're taking care of themselves.
Well, y'all hear that? The city. We also, I attended a men's event. DPD had put on something for the men. So there are a lot of big organizations out there and small organizations that could be looking for people to partner with. So give people your information on how they can connect with you.
Yes, absolutely. You can reach me by phone at 313-354-5014. You can even messenger me. I am on Facebook as myself, Geneva McLeod, and it's Geneva parentheses GG McLeod MPH. So definitely contact me through Facebook, by phone. My email is msgenevamcleod at gmail.com, and Geneva again is GENEVA McLeod, MCCLOUD.
Amazing. And there are enough people that need what you have, where we don't have to say, oh, I'm not going to reach out or I'm not going to partner. There's so many people that need the resources, so many people that want their health to be better, so many people that's looking for someone local.
Yes.
So yeah, partner up.
Yeah, I did work with the
key.
city. Was it last summer? I can't remember. It was last summer or 2 summers ago, and we did a program at the Butso.
Oh, Butso
Butso
on the west side?
On the east side.
East side, okay.
Yeah, so we worked with the youth over there. That was fun. Yeah,
that's
so yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
That's good. So you're getting out there doing what you love to do.
Mm-hmm.
So now, Gigi. Okay, so we know Gigi as the author, the caregiver, the mom. We know her as the health provider, person that provides some good information and resources for health. But we also about to learn that she is also a reality TV star.
Yeah.
Y'all, Gigi, when I tell you, but I want to preface this though, because when I first met you, my first impression of you, classy woman, a woman that's about her business, a woman that when she says yes, it's a yes, and when it's a no, it's a no. And if I got a problem, I'm going to take care of it. I'm not going to let it linger or prolong. So to fast forward to all of the things that has happened, here you are now, a reality TV star.
TV. Yes, it's amazing. And like you say, we were on the tour, and I don't know if you remember it though. You said, I think we were coming home because we wound up being able to catch our flights and everything together, and we were coming home, and you said, "What's next?" And I said, "Reality show." And you were like, "For real?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think." But I was thinking more in terms of us
as a group,
as the tour. But like I said, God, it's him.
Yeah,
it's all about
it is
him.
something. When you speak stuff into existence, that manifestation stuff is so real.
Yes.
You spoke that, and you are. Now tell us about the show.
Yeah, so I am a judge for the first season of Making Mogul, produced by Mustard Seed Production and Silas Cobb III. And it's, again, Making the Mogul. And it's referencing entrepreneurs, their journey. We want to find out, are you really a mogul? Do you have it all together? Are you dominating that field? How are you dominating that field? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you meeting your goals? What kind of strategies are you using? So we're digging deep. We're trying to find out, what's really a mogul. And we're going to determine out of those 10 contestants that we have. We're going to determine who's going to be that mogul. We do have a premiere that's coming up on May the 1st at 7 p.m. Okay. And tickets are available. They're just $5. And we're looking for a nice little party of people to come out and check out. May 1st to come out and see the show. Yeah, that's the premiere.
Okay, now where is this going to take place?
It's going to take place. You can catch it online. I know you can download the information for the premiere. Like I said, if you go on my Facebook page, you can see all the information in reference to where it's going to be, how to get tickets, how to view the event. Yeah.
Okay, so it's Making the Mogul.
Making the Mogul.
And you're a judge.
I'm a judge.
And this is a quality show.
It's a quality show.
Where you're bringing out
entrepreneurs from the city of Detroit. We all went out, this was like I think in March when we tried out. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try. I've never acted before, but I'm going for it. I'm like, I'm adventurous. I'm like, I will try it if I think it's gonna, be fun, engaging, or I can just enjoy myself. And I just love living my life and just being carefree.
Oh, let me tell you, I'm about living my life, right? Mm-hmm. So this sounds really interesting. There's a lot of reality shows that are out there, and some of them, are not the tea for everybody, right? Right? But is this something that you would recommend to what age group?
Ooh, I would say even teenagers, anybody who is interested in starting their own business, because we have seen young children like 10, 9 or whatever who got lemonade stands, or if you go to like pop-up shops, you see these young children, young kids, entrepreneurs with their products, and they are straightforward, and I think all ages should watch it, especially if you're interested in becoming an entrepreneur and having your own business.
Now, that's what I like to see, because I like for the young girls to be watching something positive, something that will represent them.
Yes.
And something that they can learn from and grow from, right?
Yes.
Okay, so these people are from Detroit. That sounds really interesting. And so you get to judge the people, and then at the end, is there like a big prize? Is it something that they get?
They're gonna the winner will get a cash prize.
Okay.
And like I say, it's bonding once again with a new group of individuals. You know, I really in the last 10, 11 years, I've developed new friendships and partners and things. You know, being in this in my journey of entrepreneurship, and I meet new people all the time, and I've built great relationships, just like with you. You know, we were on that tour, and here we are today, here in the studio. You know, you doing your thing. Congratulations!
Thank
I wish you so much success on this. And like I say, it just it's a great thing. So yeah.
Yeah. So Gigi, what have you learned really about yourself in just this process of making the mogul? Like, is there anything that you learned that you can take with you?
Yes. I just was expressing that to some of the contestants, that I've learned, you know, some strategies. I've learned some strategies and networking techniques. So I'm learning some things from them, and I'm learning to slow down. You know, just slow down and just let it flow. Don't think so hard. Yeah. That's part of it. You think so hard sometimes, and you don't need to, because it's already in you. You already know. So, but we put too much on ourselves to try to do things. Just like coming on this show, I'm like, you know, okay, how's this going to turn out? Am I going to say the right things? But I know that God is going to let me say what needs to be said.
Absolutely. And, you know, a lot of times we can see, you know, the greatness, you know, in people. We see all of the good stuff. But, you know, just like you said, how your pastor saw in you, you know, and you had people speak life into you. We got to learn to use that same power to speak life into ourselves, to believe in ourselves, to know that we know, and not get so, you know, off kilter because we think we don't have it together. I'm gonna tell you, you got it together.
Thank
Gigi.
you. And, you know, coming on this show is like I said, when you talk about my pastor and Brother RJ being a member of our church. And back when I first started, it's like 2014, 2015, Brother RJ, he said, put together something. I want to, you know, get you on the show, get you some a commercial or something. And at that time, I was still growing and developing and trying to put it all together. And here we are today in the studio.
Ain't that something?
Yeah.
That is something. You know, just the opportunities, you know, knowing that RJ is an icon. The opportunities here they're endless, you know, and anytime that we can stop and take a minute to say thank you to someone like RJ and, you know, to give opportunities to people to come to the station, to have, you know, commercials or to have shows, you know, here. I just think that's amazing because it doesn't have to be that way.
Right. And like I said, I wasn't ready then, but I was trying to send him some stuff, and I'm like, this is not it. And it just wasn't time. This is the time now that he said, come on this show. And like I say, I thank Brother RJ for his vision, but it happened. It just didn't happen the way we thought. But here I am today.
Still going strong.
Yeah.
That's, you know, that's so cool. And I thank God that even the guests that I have, like quality people to come and share who they are, the things that they're doing, and how they could, you know, connect with the community. I think that's so important, you know, for that information to be out here. So once again, thank you so much, RJ, because, you know, a lot of places aren't doing, the things that are making a difference in people's lives. And that's who you're about.
Yes.
That's what I really love. So the fun that you're having on this show. Now, you invited me to a Pop the Valentine.
Yes.
Pop the Valentine.
Pop the Valentine.
I think for me, when we walked in and you had the vendors lined up, you had everything that just kind of, set the mood and the tone. So this organization that's putting on this event, how did you connect with them to be a part of the reality show?
Yeah. They actually, I believe, it was a couple years ago, they contacted me and asked if I wanted to be on their podcast.
Wow.
Yeah. And like I say, your social media presence has a lot to do with your connections. And because that's where I develop a lot of friendships and partnerships is through my collaborations and just being on social media. That changed my life. It was like the turning point for me getting really connected in the community.
So Gigi, I remember you were doing those live Facebook Lives. Were you afraid to get out there and do that?
Not so much afraid. I think the fear was messing up. That's what you're afraid of. It's not so much of just doing it, but messing up, or did I say that right? But it's all about being yourself, and stop trying to be something. Don't try to be anything else but yourself, and what comes out is going to come out, and you learn from it. You look at the tapes and you look at them and say, well, maybe I could have did this or that differently, but be who you are and that's the
know
truth.
What you're talking about.
Yep, know what you're talking about.
Talk about what you're good at and be yourself as you're doing that. But I love those lives because it had so much information in there, and it was about the stuff that I was definitely interested in. So you met him, and he reached out.
Yeah, his production team, they reached out and said, they've been watching me and said, would you be interested in coming on the show? And I was like, yeah.
You immediately said yes to reality TV.
Right. Well, that was the podcast. It did, like I say, the reality TV. There was actually another show back last year, and never told anybody, but it was, I tried out for it too. It was a reality show, and I did make the cut, and but the timing wasn't right because it was like right after my parents came home.
Okay.
And I was like, I didn't give it my all when I tried out either, and I was really nervous at that time. But it came back around. Silas, he decided that he could do a production of a reality TV show, and they reached out and sent the information and said, we doing this here in Detroit. Y'all need to come out and audition. And so I auditioned, and I thought I was going to be a contestant, but he was like, no. We see you. I see you as a judge. So I was like, okay, I can roll with that.
Well, shout out to Silas because he saw in you where he needed you in that show.
Right. Yes.
That is cool.
Yeah. So I'm having a ball and just living my life and just carefree. And I tell people all the time, it doesn't take much to be happy.
Yeah.
I've had a lot, I've lost a lot, but I'm happy with me, and material things and all that kind of stuff. It's not that big a deal for me anymore. I've had it, like I said, and I've lost it and I gained stuff, but you can always get stuff. But your life, your family, those things you got to cherish, you got to hold on to, and
irreplaceable.
Yeah.
Irreplaceable. So you're at a place in your life now where you're content. Content. So with this reality show, where people can, watch it, it's not in person, it's online.
It's going to be online. We're going to be on, is it Roku?
Roku.
Okay, so we'll be on there and in the YouTube. And if you follow Making the Mogul on Facebook, Mustard Seed Production, Total Entertainment Radio, you follow them, you'll be able to see and learn more about the show when it's coming on, see different things about the show. Yeah, you'll learn it just visiting Facebook.
Okay.
And like I say, it's so much going on, and I don't want to give away and say the wrong thing.
We don't want you to do that either,
Right.
Gigi.
So that's why I'm like, okay, like visit our websites and our the things on Facebook. Or even call me if you want. If you need information, you can't find it. Just call me. Again, that number was 313-354-5014, and I can tell you more about the show. And
I like how when I went on your page, I saw the different people that were there. So those are the people that are the ones being judged.
Yeah, that I think it's the contestants. Yeah, all the contestants that tried out. Yeah, it's the whole group that made the cut to try out. And yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. So we're gonna make sure that we watch because this is very interesting.
It is.
But this is something that you can be proud of that you're a part of.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I think my dad told me when I was little he wanted to see me in lights or something to that effect, and I'm like, and I always thought, okay, how am I gonna do that? But it's happening now. So
yeah, and it's been happening. We saw ourselves up on that billboard,
right? Times Square. We was on Times Square. Yeah, so that was
Oh, come on, Dad, get to see the fruits.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so good. Well, I'm really proud of the things that you're a part of.
Thank you.
I'm proud of, all of the things that you've gone through and how you overcame those challenges. You're still here, still doing the things that you love to do. Now, if you could tell someone, that may be thinking of doing, a show or thinking of going back to school or, a person that may need some encouragement, what would you tell them?
Take inventory of yourself and just think about what's going to make you happy. Don't compete against anybody because what God has for you is for you, and you're going to be able to stand on it. So if you think that school is for you, you think entrepreneurship or using those gifts and those talents that you already have, you put those together, and then you will see a great outcome of your success. And just like I say, go for what's inside of you. Like I say, my grandfather said I was Gigi, and I used to say, oh, it's just short for Geneva, But it was, like I said, over the last several years, I said, that's God inside.
God inside.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So let God lead you and guide you, confessing Him, ask Him what it is and that's what I said, God, what is it that you want me to do? I'm hearing this, tell me what it is. And I heard that word nutrition and I ran with it. Yeah. But I think I felt like I was supposed to go into being a nutritionist, but then I was like, is that enough? And that's why I said, I don't know if I was aligning with God the right way at that time, but it's still, I think that it turned out right by me going back to school because my undergrad is in health and wellness. And there's not a lot of people with that degree, health and wellness. And I'm like, okay, how do I work with this? And it said wellness coordinator or different things like that. And then I said, well, I was still, I don't want to work, and be like, I felt like a robot, going to work and just, just doing that every day, day in and day out. And I was like, it's more that God has for me. I know it is.
That's why her name is Gigi, y'all. God inside. Well, y'all, it is that time. We are wrapping up here today. I thank you for showing up here today. Please show up again next week from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Chats and Chuckles. Thank you again, y'all. This has truly been a wealth of information, a great conversation. So thank you, Gigi, for coming out.
Thank you.
And thank you for showing up, everybody. We're signing off.